What's up, YouTube? It's Coach Corey. Today, I'm going to give you guys an insanely good team comp for Bone Box. I call it the Heavy Tanks. It can potentially take over 30,000 hit points worth of damage, and everyone can still be alive. This is a totally crazy team comp. It works only on Bone Box, pretty much. It consists of 1, Poco, 2, Frank. Those 2 are very key. And then 3, either El Primo or Bull. So you can see where it's the Heavy Tanks team comp. If you have El Primo and Frank, you have the 2 highest health characters in the game, both with over 8,000 health. And then Poco, of course, over 5,000 health. And then with the heal, which does 2,500 each time. And you can have a lot of health, and it is really, really hard to deal with. It works super well on Bone Box. It's really strong, and I'm going to go over that with you guys today. I'm going to give you guys the guide on how to play that, and then towards the end of the video, we'll do some live matches, and you can guys see exactly how well I play it in the moment. All right, let's start out with a little bit just about how the team comp works in general, a little bit how each role works as well. Now, with this team comp, the main objective is to take control of the middle. So normally, with other team comps and on other maps, you don't normally want to just rush the middle of the map. But with Bone Box and with this specific comp, you do. You want pretty much, usually, everyone going to the middle of the map, and you want to try and take control of the middle, because when you get those really high health guys on your team, the Frank, El Primo, or Bull, in the middle behind those walls, they're very, very hard to deal with, especially if they get super, and especially Frank. Frank can be really devastating with this comp if he's in the middle behind those walls, has his super. Oh man, it's very, very tough to deal with, and you will see that in this gameplay. All right, so first thing you're doing is you're going to rush the middle. Now, let's pretend you're the Frank or even the El Primo or the Bull. You want to try and wait and see what the enemy does. Especially as the Frank, you sort of want to let the enemy walk into your shots, and you want to use the Poco on your team. You want to use his shots as sort of a guide for where the enemy is, because hopefully your Poco is revealing and shooting the grass in the middle as well as hitting enemies and letting you know where the enemy is. And you want to just try and let them walk into your shots. And your main objective as the tanks, in the first off, I mean, of course you want to get kills, but you want to build up your super, especially the Frank. And that's also true with the El Primo and the Bull. If you're the El Primo or the Bull, mostly what you want to be doing is working those matchups. You want to be facing the Brawl that you have a really good matchup against. And also, once you get your super, you probably either want to go for, again, that matchup that's really good for you, or you can go for the enemy gem carrier. Now, as the Frank, your main thing is you want to just try and build up that super. So you want to be trying just get chip shots early on. You're not trying to deal a ton of damage early. You're mostly just trying to get those 3 shots it takes to build up your super. Now, maybe there's some chances where you can also deal damage to get your super at the same time. But you don't want to take too much damage in the process. If you end up dying in the process and you only got 2 hits, it wasn't worth it. If you got 3 hits, or maybe even more, it might be worth it. Otherwise, there's no real need to be too aggressive. With this comp, it's a very threatening comp. It's a lot of health, very hard to deal with quickly. So if you have the middle, even if you didn't get kills, but you have the middle of the map, that's just having control right there. So you don't need to get those kills right away. You want to get control of the middle and get your super. So then as the Frank, another thing you want to be doing is hiding in the grass a lot. In both of these, Frank, El Primo, and Bull, you're going to be hiding in the grass a lot. You want to be very sneaky, sneaking up on people, surprising them, and dealing a ton of damage. And then, of course, you have such a high amount of health, it's going to be very hard to get away from alive. Additionally, that Poco heal can come in and give you even more health, and it's just really, really hard to deal with. As the Frank, you want to be trying lurking, and once you have that super, you want to just surprise people. Try and figure out where they're going, where they're going to be, and surprise them with that super, and then just you're going to have a really easy time once you get that. And then maybe switch up where you're hiding in the grass some too. They're going to obviously figure out eventually that you're probably hiding in the grass. And honestly, once you have that super as a Frank, it's so much of a threat, they're not even going to want to come near whatever side they think you're on. And if they do, you just super them. It's that easy, and then you're going to get your next super again because it only takes 3 hits, so it's very, very dominating. Now, of course, you want to have the Poco pick up all the gems. That's going to be your gem carrier. You don't want the Frank or El Primo or Bull to pick up any gems at all if possible, because they're, of course, going to be really close to the enemy. They're going to be engaging in close combat fighting a lot. You want the Poco to pick up everything. And additionally, as the Poco, you need to watch out for those Tara supers on this map and those Frank supers. You can pretty much somewhat easily be surprised by a Tara super and potentially a Frank super as well if you're not paying attention. And also even an El Primo super as well. El Primo jumping on a Poco can kill that Poco pretty well just because, I mean, Poco doesn't do a lot of damage. And if there's no teammates around by the Poco to help kill that El Primo, the El Primo is going to pretty easily just out damage the Poco, no problem, and probably take all the gems even if the Poco has heal. So as a Poco in this, you're basically just trying to be very passive and also healing your teammates, but also if you see that the enemy team has a Tara super or maybe even a Frank super or El Primo super, you might want to save your heal until you see one of those supers used, and then use your super as a response to their super to either keep you or your teammates alive and win those fights. Now I have to caution not being too aggressive early on at the start of the match. You're going to want to have one person, I mean, everyone's going to be in the middle, but the Poco is going to be in the very center of the middle of that box, and you're going to have one of the tanks go off to the left in the box, and one of the tanks go off to the right in the box, and they're going to just be hiding in the grass. Now, maybe they can go up and attack an enemy. They might want to obviously wait and see what the enemy does, especially as the Frank, you're probably going to be a little bit more passive as you have more range, so you don't need to be quite as close. But the main objective is to be sneaky. You don't need to go and get those kills right away. If you can just make them not know quite where you are and back off a little bit, and they're just not going to be in the middle, and then you can eventually use those walls to your advantage and get one or two shots and easily just get, you know, part of your super or just deal a lot of damage to them while you're at full health and they're not going to be able to respond appropriately. Now, in the beginning of the game, everyone will be going towards the middle and in the middle of the box. But after that, you don't necessarily need to be in the middle. The main point is to be hiding in the grass and be sneaky and surprise people with your attacks and mostly with your supers. So once you get control of the game, you don't necessarily have to be in the middle, especially if you just died. Maybe you can go around and you're trying to surprise people and they don't know where you are because you're that really high health tank, and if they don't know where you are, you're hiding in the grass. That makes you very, very tough to deal with, and they're honestly going to spend a lot of time just shooting the grass trying to figure out where you are. And you don't even have to be high up in the map. You can be a little bit sneaky, be in the middle or lower depending on where they are. Now in the gameplay, we just used Bull as our teammate has 700 trophy El Primo, and he didn't want to use that, and you know what, that's fair enough. But either way, both Bull or El Primo work really well. Honestly, I like El Primo a little bit more. He just seems a little bit stronger. He can counter those Franks and Taras a little bit easier as he has a better super. But Bull works really well as well, and Bull can also, as a shotgunner, counter El Primos and Franks pretty well as well. Alright, so let's get into some live gameplay. Alright, nice. Got a match. A little bit loud. Turn that sound down. Oh, okay, so we're facing no tanks this time. Usually we face some sort of tank. Now, we may not actually want all of us in the middle, especially with the Jesse. Okay, nice. I'm gonna go get this edge. I gotta watch out for this dynamite. He's gonna guess where I am. I'm gonna give him some hints, but not too much of a hint. Now we can get some hits on the Jesse. Now I have my super. Now I'm going to need to go back a little bit. But nice. We still have good control. Oh, I missed. And I'm getting railed by this Jesse. Oh, but it's okay. We have great control in the middle. I'm going to go on this side. Give him a little something else to think about. Okay, here we go. Nice. One hit the Crow. You can't do much about that. I'm going to give him a lot more to think about. No, I'm probably gonna die here. Honestly, we have 9 gems. If they shoot me, that's fine. Oh, okay, there's some damage. But our Bull's got it, and this is just too much health. It doesn't matter what they really throw at us. Very hard to kill all this healing. What are they gonna do? Nothing. I didn't even have to do much. I mean, honestly, just the presence of being in the middle is that strong. Here we go, got a match facing the team. Let's see what we got. Oh, mirror comp almost, except they have El Primo instead of Bull, so here you go. This is going to be very much a battle positioning, and honestly, El Primo is always a pain. Where's their Poco? Oh, he got a second hit. Nice. Poco able to help me out, and no heal? Surprised there's no heal. Alright, there's the heal that I was expecting. I'm gonna get this extra. And Okay, but this El Primo's gonna come and kill me. Let's see if I can get another stun. Yes, there we go. Got the stun. That's what we needed. Got my super back. Now I'm a huge threat. And they're not gonna really come over here. And I'm just gonna wait and see what they do. And okay, I'll just take this. Gotta take this value. Nothing. And at this point, too many kills. They have about one chance left to get back in this game. And we're gonna obviously not make it easy. They got both tanks over there. I'm waiting for this El Primo to jump, and then I can stun him maybe. I'm gonna get this last one, I guess. There we go. Got the stun. I'm surprised El Primo didn't jump, but it probably wouldn't have mattered. I honestly wanted to save it until he jumped, but not that big of a deal since it worked out, right? And yeah, stun, but 1 second left. There we go. That's how you do the mirror comp. Gotta get the middle. Once you have control, it's pretty easy. Here we go. Let's see, we're facing Bow, Tar, Spike. Okay, so this is gonna be maybe a little difficult for us because it's gonna be hard for us to hide with that bow, and they have the range on us. So we're gonna have to see who can win these first battles and get their supers. So the Spike's gonna be on that side, Tar's gonna be over there. Okay. Now let's see. Alright, able to get one hit on it. Tar might go down soon here. Not quite. But they have everyone on that side, so not gonna be super easy for us. Oh, okay. We don't have a lot we can do over here, but we're just gonna hold the middle as long as we can. And as long as Spike doesn't have super. Okay, Spike did have super. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that Tara's gonna interrupt me. Oh, and the Spike super. Oh, Tara, way too strong. We got caught, and now they have 8 gems. Now they have 9 gems, and here comes the Spike super. Probably, I'm just gonna try and get over here and make it awkward for them so they don't have anywhere to go. Nice, and we're gonna get the team kill. Let's go. Not able to keep their gems. We got the angle on them, and they had nowhere to go, and this game is over. They can super all they want. They're not gonna catch up. And just Frank super for good measure. Nothing like that end Frank super to get the kills. Nice. Here we go. Facing a team, and they got Tara instead of Bull. So that's not gonna be super easy. Oh, our Poco isn't playing yet. That is gonna make this a little bit more difficult. Oh yes! The triple stun! Oh no, I attacked too slow. Who needs a third member on your team, eh? Alright, now I gotta be a little careful about that Frank. Oh, is this a bot? Okay, well, he didn't get the stun on me at least. He got one hit, but... And I'm just gonna keep this wall here. He's gonna get stunned before me. And I'm dead. Uh-oh. Our Poco's really low health. I don't know how close he is to heal. I'm just gonna try and force this Frank somewhere else. And he's gonna want to stay in the grass and not make it obvious where he is. Oh, but that is, of course, not good. Don't want to lose your gems. Okay. They have 6 gems, 5 gems, 6. Okay, but we're gonna take a lot of damage here. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, Tar, you too. Everyone goes down. Frank's so strong. I gotta love those double stuns. Anytime you get anything like that, those are some feels good man moments. And there you go. Good game. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed my bone box guide and bone box tips with the heavy tank combo. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you later.